the moment we appreciate the reason why the regulator is there, then we shall be able to implement regulation. I believe through understanding, then when we go back to our SACCOs and as we drive our SACCOs forward, then the first thing we should do is to make sure that we align our institutions with regulation. How do we align our institutions with regulations? By developing policies that are in line with regulation. The policies that we have, for example, savings policies, dividend policies that we have talked about here, credit policy, and risk policies, and very many other policies that we have in our institutions, they must align with regulation so that at the end of the day, we shall not even be implementing what the regulator wants, we shall be implementing what we have in ourselves and what we believe in. The next thing would be to train both the board and the staff and the members. Remember, the members are also key stakeholders. The members are the reason why all the SACCOs here exist. If we don't have members, without membership, we would not have SACCOs. So we must appreciate and also look for ways and means of ensuring that our members are well informed and updated, so that they don't come quarreling us when we tell them that there is a ratio fulani that the regulator requires us to have. We make sure that our education and training, as today we are doing, are aligned with regulation. So if everything we do is aligned with regulation, then we shall have a very smooth way. And maybe also when we are talking about automation, we also need to make sure that whatever we automate is also aligned with regulations, so that now we don't only produce the loan aging analysis. Those of us who, and I'm sure all of us know, because it is a legal requirement that we have a PAR of below 5%. How do we ensure that this happens? We don't wait until the end of the month or the end of the quarter when the regulator requires the report to go and check on the report. We can check on it at any time. How do we check on it at any time? By making sure that our systems are well aligned with that, so that anyone can produce, or whoever is relevant can produce a report that is necessary, so that we can be able to see or to bring to our attention as early as possible if anything is not going the way it should. We have ratios like liquidity ratios. We don't have to wait until the end of the month to know that we are below the liquidity requirements. After all, the regulator is just there to make sure that what the SACCOs are doing is in business is what is prudent, for example. Because even without a regulator, I'm sure all of us would have to be very keen to make sure that our liquidity ratios are good, whether we are calling it a ratio or not. Without the regulator, maybe we would not be calling it a ratio. But we'll be asking ourselves every morning, do we have enough money for members to transact? That is itself now what the regulators are now coming in to tell us to enforce. So if we look, I go back to what I began with, moderator, if we look at the definition and understand it positively, then it flows very well and we shall not have issues.